Today I'm going to show you how to properly set your water level. A lot of reefers run into tidal fluctuations with ultra-thin overflows, especially on startup or after adjustments. We'll walk through how to fix that. Start by filling the display tank. Water will drain down into the sump. Once the sump reaches its operating level, stop filling and turn on your return pump. As the system runs, you'll see the water level step down through each chamber, from the filter sock to the skimmer section to the media or refugium, and finally the return section. Now let's dial in the system and eliminate noise. After turning on the pump, open the gate valve fully counterclockwise until it stops. Do not force it. These are plastic valves for saltwater use, so they resist corrosion but can be damaged if over-tightened. With the valve fully open, flow increases and the sump level rises. At this point, you'll usually hear some gurgling from the overflow. That's completely normal at this stage. Before adjusting the valve, you need to make sure your return pump is properly sized. Recommended pump flow rates: 24-inch tank, around 1,000 gallons per hour. 36 to 48-inch tank, around 1,600 gallons per hour. 48-inch tank, 2,100 to 2,400 gallons per hour. 60 to 72-inch tank, 3,200 to 4,000 gallons per hour. Avoid oversizing your pump. Because of the internal design of the ultra-thin overflow, you lose about 10% flow compared to standard plumbing. So a 1,000 GPH pump will realistically push closer to 900 to 950 GPH. Bigger is not better here. For this 72-inch system, we're running about 3,200 gallons per hour. Once your pump is set, start closing the gate valve clockwise about 4 to 6 turns to begin balancing the system. On our tanks, the ideal running level for silent operation and proper surface skimming is right around the middle of the logo. If the water level is too low, you'll hear gurgling. After each adjustment, give the system time to stabilize. Water needs to circulate through the entire system, so changes are not instant. Typically, this takes about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on flow rate. After stabilization, the water level should settle right around the target mark, and the overflow should run silent. As another reference point, the water level should sit just below the overflow outlet, right before it fully submerges. This keeps it quiet while still giving you strong surface skimming. Now let's address sump noise. Most of the noise comes from water dropping into the first chamber. We include a silencing cover for the filter sock section, and both the older and newer versions work the same. To further reduce noise, you can top off the sump slightly, or place media, algae, or rock in the chamber to break up the water flow. One important detail: the emergency drain should remain dry. If you see water flowing through the emergency line while the system is otherwise quiet, your valve is closed too much. Open it slightly counterclockwise, just a small adjustment. Final tuning should always be done in very small increments. What causes changes in tidal water levels? If your water level shifts overnight, even after tuning, it usually comes down to a few things. First, not allowing enough stabilization time. Always wait about 15 minutes after each adjustment before making another change. If you adjust too quickly, you'll chase the water level. If the level keeps dropping, close the valve slightly. If the level keeps rising, open it slightly. Second, low sump water level. If the return section runs too low, your pump output drops and the display level will fluctuate. Third, unstable pump performance. An old or inconsistent pump will cause constant changes in flow, which directly affects your overflow balance. Fourth, clogged filtration. A dirty filter sock or roller can restrict flow and starve the return section, which is very common during algae phases. Auto top off at your solution. For top off, we use a mechanical float valve. It's simple, but very reliable compared to electronic sensors. Make sure the float has enough room to move freely and is not blocked by the pump or plumbing. If it gets stuck in the down position, it will continuously add fresh water and lower your salinity. Position your equipment so the float can move without restriction.